Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. My name is Anna Hill.
And I'm Fuljens Henry. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday, everyone. And breaking news still, I haven't figured out what's going on with my mic or my Rodecaster Pro, and we're still testing. The last thing that we're going to do is upgrade the Rodecaster Pro software, see if that's something that has to do with it. But see, I froze in a weird position. It's just something is happening. Yeah.
You're good. You're good here. You're not frozen.
I think
Yeah, but you're fine. Yeah. You're fine on our end.
Yeah. So let's see how this goes, because I keep seeing myself being frozen. So do let me know if something happens. So this is a developing story, fam. But besides that, we have a great show for you. We have some highlights from the Ecamm Fam and some questions that we're going to cover. We have some show and tell for you as well, some celebrations, and of course, you will have the chance to win some trivia. Fuljens.
Yes, let's say hello to our peeps, amazing peeps. George, hello. Very good to see you here. Mr. Moderator, hello. Hello, Matt. Good to see you. Saeed is in the building. We have Larry. Glad you can make it as well. Will, hello. K-Walk is here. Hello. Good to see you here. Brandy, hello. Welcome. Doc, hello. Good to see you. Yes.
Yes, fam. So, okay. So I will defer to you all and see what's happening on my end, because obviously you can see it better than I can.
So far, so good.
I will let your eyes be my eyes. All right. So, Fuljens, what do we say we start with? What is been happening with the program window? Because we see that the program window it strikes again.
Well, this isn't program window per se. This is program window's little brother, picture in picture.
Yeah.
So here we
The cousin.
The cousin.
I mean, that got to me. That got to me as well. I mean, I believe that this gets everyone when they first get started. So here's what that is. So here's a message from our friend in the Ecamm Fam, Fuljens.
Yeah. So Daryl is saying, good morning. Yesterday I did a test with someone that I brought in as a co-host on Ecamm, not using Zoom, and I couldn't figure out how to create a scene where I had them in one box and their screen share in another. What kept happening was their screen share took up the entire screen and they showed as a pop-up that I could manually move around. Not sure what I did wrong. So let's say that this scene is not this fabulous overlays, is just a blank scene and the main source is a camera. So it's not a blank scene, it's a camera scene, right? And then with that said, at the top of the program window, you have this little screen share button here. So if your guest is using screen share, you get that little picture in picture that pops up of the camera overlay in the lower corner. You can move it around, but you can't do anything because that is the OG camera overlay. So if you want to disable this, you go to Ecamm Live Preferences, go to the Video tab, and make sure Show Picture in Picture in New Video File and Screen Sharing Scenes is checked off. Make sure that is not checked. And that will solve your picture in picture program Windows little cousin situation.
So it's not camera overlay, it's a screen share, right?
The OG screen share in Ecamm. So right above, you won't see it, but like if you go in the program window and right above your head, you'll see the little screen share icon there. But your scene has to be camera. Your source has to be camera. Full screen, OG.
Yep. Okay, so there you have it. That's how you can take care of that. And it's been program window. It's been pip picture in picture, and let's see what happens next. Let's see what happens next week. But continue to ask your questions and share it because your questions we have answer for. If we don't, Dak does. And if Dak doesn't, the fam in the chat will have it. So you will be taken care of one way or another. Let's go to the next one unless we have comments, Fulgens.
We have some comments. Noel, hello from Puerto Rico. AG,
Noel.
hello. And Doc says, Pip be messing me up all the time. So there we go. Yes, animated arrows for the win, Saeed. Oh, man. And yes, we all, and here we go. Hello, good sir. There you go. You already got an invoice pending. And Paul Kelly, aloha. Good to see you here.
Hello, Paul Kelly. Yes, all right. So we have our next. It's this is cool. This is from our friend Steve. Hello, Steve, and hopefully you're here. If not, he will be here shortly because he is a regular with us. So Steve is asking, Fulgens.
Chat used to be integrated into the Ecamm Live guest side, correct? Meaning guests could see the chat on the same website they used to join the call, see me, and see other guests. I really feel like it used to be there, and so do my co-hosts, but they told me all they currently see is our private chat. So I don't know, maybe Steve kind of like switched to a new profile. And if that is the case, here on your interview panel, you click on the little gear icon right there, and then you're going to get this window. It's going to look different because this is customized for ENN and building blocks. Make sure that show viewer comments is toggled on. This way, your guests joining your broadcast will be able to see the viewer comments in addition to the private chat. So if you notice down the second row, allow private chat is also checked on. So if you want them to see these things, make sure it's checked. Again, guest interview window panel, click on the little gear icon, and then from there, go down here.
That's nice. I haven't seen that window in a minute. I mean, like I've seen it, but not that part of the window.
That's why it's easy to forget.
There you have it, Steve. So, yeah. So hopefully you that's answers your question. And now let's talk a little bit about what's happening. This is very current news. Time change, right? How has that affected everybody? Is everybody okay with that time change? Fulgens, I remember last year you had an issue with it.
You know, this time change has been good for me because before the daylight savings, I was, my morning routine was a bit on the earlier side. But then when daylight savings, ended or started, I don't know which is which. But the summer schedule, it kind of threw my hours off. But then, and I just kept it that way. So now that we got we went back, I just kept my time. So like now technically I'm waking up earlier again. So that's great.
So we're gonna do some trivia right now. So pay attention. But before we do the trivia, we have some content to read for you. Okay, this is all related to daylight savings time. So it has been Ben Franklin has been given credit to invent daylight saving time, but he wasn't the one supposedly who did it. So here's something for you. Ben Franklin is often credited as the inventor of daylight saving time. After all, the concept seems on brand from the founding father who once championed early waking and bedtimes as the key to success. However, we have okay, in 1784 Franklin he sent this information through, people ridicule him, and then 100 years later somebody else came with the same idea, but this time George Vernon Hudson was the one who pushed it through, and he actually suggested that the time be what it is right now. Okay, Fuljens, do you know that this time was that Ben Franklin was getting credit for it?
I can't stand daylight saving time, so I never bothered to check to see who created it. So I don't know. I did not know.
So who knew? Who knew? Because when when I went to school, people will talk about it, and I was like, okay, I didn't understand it because I had just arrived to the United States, and I was seeing the darkness that's at 4:00, and I couldn't understand what was happening. I didn't know anything about it, so that's what we learned. And they were saying that Ben Franklin was the one who invented it, but it wasn't. So your first trivia is Fuljens. If you were paying attention, you're gonna get this right.
Who is credited with presenting the first modern idea of the DST?
Daylight savings time. It's a tricky question. It's a tricky question. Still about the Benjamins. Actually, I shouldn't sing that.
Oh shoot. And the correct answer is George Vernon Hudson. George Vernon Hudson.
There he is. Look at him, and he was a postal worker. And he wanted evenings daylight to collect incense after work. So he's like, why can't I just do this? Why can't I propose this? And he proposed it, and look at what happened. Thousands of years, hundreds of years later. We're over here collecting incense.
Should we be thanking him or should something else be coming out of our mouth that we should be vocalizing aside from thanks?
Well, I do think that you mentioned that you were liking and that you understand why now this time was changed.
Oh yeah, definitely because right now at 5:30 it's just pitch black outside.
Can we go back to us?
Well, the winner the winner is let's see. Tora,
yes. Okay. Tora gets, okay. So Fulgence was like, it's winter and we're going to still stick through Doc's suggestion. And so we haven't given coffee in a minute. So we can do coffee or we can do the sweater.
I'm not sure if coffee is available.
Oh, I saw coffee.
It was like
or
limited.
maybe I saw it with Marshall's video.
Yeah. Yeah, Marshall's video. So we're still giving out sweaters. Or yes, hoodies, I should say.
Sweaters, okay.
Hoodies. So let's see. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go to the products. let's see here. Tora, do you have any Ecamm hoodies? If not, your options are the one shown on Luria right here, the Imagine, Create, Repeat, available in different colors, and or the You're on Mute hoodie. So your choice of Imagine, Create, Repeat, or You're on Mute. Congratulations.
Man, congratulations. It's so hard. I'm having a hard time right now because I keep hearing you cut off and my brain is trying to decipher what you're trying to
Mm-hmm.
say. And when I was reading, my words weren't coming through and it was distracting.
You
So
sound
you're
fine
gonna
on
have
our
to
end.
pick up the talking over here. Understood, but the way I'm hearing things doesn't sound fine. So I'm the one who's hearing it and having to decipher all those noises. So let's see what's going on with the fam in the comments.
Hold on. Here we go. What's happening here? Um, so there was a whole back and forth about. Wait, hold on. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. Hawaii don't change time, so no effect for me, says Doc. Saeed, we already set our clocks back last week in Europe. That was confusing. It is confusing every single year. Uh, that's those Afro devils speaking through you and your pores. What? What? Okay, we missed that. Uh, interview mode is such a great underutilized pro feature. Yes. Yes. Tora
Yes.
is
Yeah.
telling George, meet me outside. Not George Canellis, George Hudson. Meet me outside. Okay. Ben messes all up. The devil created DSD. um,
Yeah. I mean, it's something
Tor
to do
was
with farmers don't like it.
from what I've heard, daylight saving was made up by golf course owners. that could be. Maybe George Hudson did some golfing. If a presidential candidate in the future promises to get rid of DST, listen, I thought that was already in the works, but it's not. Pikachu Lou, hello. Good to see you.
Oh my gosh, Eden. Hello, my
Good to
love.
see you. There was something
Yeah.
else. Yolanda is saying don't side with. He said our coach needs to be indicted and to go before conference. What? Okay. Missing all this. George George Hudson looks tired.
Brandy.
Tired of the
Hey,
time
what's going on,
changing.
my love?
Exactly. Hello. Good to see you here. And let me see
Hello, my
here.
crafty adventures.
Let me see. Okay. So everyone, the consensus is that DST is not a good look for our community here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Congress
Yeah.
passed something, and they just did not, and that was it. They just passed and they didn't put anything into action. Sucks.
Yeah, so it was George. So George went over there doing his thing, and then George has been gone for hundreds of years, and his presence is still here. His
Oh,
presence
yeah.
is still felt.
His president is still fell for sure. For sure.
All right, so let's go back to another fam question. And this is the show and tell fam. We're going to talk about the buzz of the month, I want to say, right? Which is the Asbot. And here's a question from Shay.
I'm using my iMac or MacBook Pro to live stream or record video. Would the OpsBot Mini, meaning the OpsBot Tiny, make much of a difference? So, without further ado, how's this looking on your end? Well, this is my main camera here, and that is the OpsBot there. So, compared to your laptop webcam, this is not something to compare it to. Like this is an awesome 4K camera here with tons of settings. Right now, it is on manual exposure. I set the color temperature I manually set the color temperature. And did I do anything else here? aside from that, let me see. Nope. Just and then yeah, and, manual exposure. So just try to dial it down and just get it as close as possible. But I think that looks pretty crisp. Pretty crisp. This is the ObsBot Tiny 2 4K. How does that look on your end, Miss Hill? Let me
It
switch
looks
that over.
good. It looks good. Yeah. Yeah, it looks nice.
Damn.
The colors and the contrast is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed like the contrast is um can't really get it down to like my Sony camera. It's a little, dark on the darker side, but
Yeah.
it's dope.
I mean, but if it was comparing the Mac, the FaceTime camera with it, I mean, obviously, and it's such small camera, and it
Oh, yeah.
takes such a little room and it's so affordable that why not,
Oh yeah.
right? You look really good.
Oh yeah.
So if there are there any questions in the comments before we go into celebrating? Actually, no, we have a question from one of our very own fam members. And this is pretty cool because I was like, oh my gosh, he's asking this question because he does pretty good videos and things like that. So this is really good to see him asking questions like this. So let's see what's going on in the comments before we move on.
I'm trying to find that question. Who asked that question?
Do question. Search the amazing feature in Ecamm. Search for question.
There's a question here from Tora. Is that what you're referring to?
Oh no, I'm talking about Matt Haas. His question for our screen share that we have from the Ecamm Fam, not from the chat. Matt has
Okay,
asked.
okay. I got you now. And then Tora, we'll get to your Q colon. Sorry about that. All right, so
Well, actually, we can go to Tora now and then
Yeah.
handle that one afterwards. Yeah, let's do that.
Got it.
Tora, it's right here. Let's go.
So Tora is asking, how far to the edge of the preview window can we go without it being cut off? Does everything need to be in the bounding box that pops up? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You can also try to nudge if you get it to the edge and you just want to like kind of cut a little bit that off. Use the nudge. Use your arrow keys. Use the shift and arrow key, or just use the arrow key. So the arrow key will nudge it one space, and the shift and arrow key will jump it 5 space like a tab. So use that if you want to edge something off the preview. That should work. But if you kind of like just take your mouse and try to drag it over, it'll go poof and disappear. So you have to finesse it.
Oh my gosh, fam! I wish you could hear what my ears are hearing right now.
We're gonna have to fix that.
There's something. Is there something in the force in my ears? It's
We're gonna have to
something
fix that.
interesting.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to fix it. I don't understand. So okay. So I see some comment. Another question from my crafty adventures.
Yes. So, my husband often joins me for my lives and sits next to me. He really should have his own mic. What should I get him? I love how this question was phrased.
I love it. I listen, my crafty adventure. He should have his own Mac and microphone and all of that stuff. Let's see what do you suggest to get? I mean, it depends what he's going to be doing.
But it also, but keeping in mind that he's sitting next to her, like how we co-host in the same space. So what mic are you using? Because not all mics, you can't just, it's not best practice probably just get like a mic, just like if let's say he likes a particular mic. Let's say he likes a dynamic mic and you have a condenser. Sometimes the combination of mics will cause kind of like bleeding, or
Oh my gosh.
We've Anna and I have gone through all of that. So we can be sitting right next to each other. I'll have the SM7B and she'll have the Lewitt, and it'll sound as if her mic is turned off and everything is coming into my mic. So, but what worked for us are two condensers, the two shotgun mics. Those sound pretty good together. We've tried two Lewitt condensers together. That didn't work too well. So just keep those things in mind of combining specific microphones.
For some reason, I thought my crafted adventure said Max. Like, he sits next to me, and he should have his own Mac.
His own
That's
mic.
what I thought that he said.
Doc says you're in retrograde.
Because I'm not here. I'm hearing you. I'm not reading it. So I thought that you said Mac. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with it now, I think. Yes, Doc, there might be retrograde. I don't know what it is, but retrograde is messing with me right now.
And
time.
Doc is contributing the Samsung Q2U, or the Shure MV6 will reject back noise. Okay. And I think the Samsung Q2U is underrated. It's a great mic.
What we use also, Fuljens, is the shotgun mics.
Yeah. So the shotgun mics work for us. We don't have any bleeding issues or anything like that. It's well balanced sound, and we use Sennheiser shotguns, Sennheiser MKE 600. But the Q2U is good. And also, we had kind of like what was it? Our variation of the Q2U. Was it? Is it the ATR, the Audio Technica 2100X? And those microphones are very affordable right now. I think they're like $70 now. It used to be like a little bit, it used to be over $100. So the ATR 2100X, those are dynamic microphones with USB and XLR. Those are good.
Ooh. Lewitt Ray is pretty cool. That's a nice name.
Yeah, 21
I'm
hex,
trying to read. I'm pretending that
2100X
I'm
is a
reading.
Q2U. They are the same. Yes.
Very nice. Okay. Okay. Micah, is that a question or? I'm not
Depends
sure if
on-
Micah has a
depends on which
question,
mic.
But okay, so he has a question.
Well, it depends on
I-
which mic you're referring to, Micah. So which mic are you referring to?
Okay.
That's on a big delay. So we have another. Let's move on to the next one, right? Wow, that's a
Okay.
big delay.
So
That's a big delay, but it's all good.
Matt has. All right. So let's talk about Matt has. He's asking for a tool that can take MP4s of his morning show and make a few YouTube shorts that he can review and tweak. So he's saying, okay, the tool must allow him to make edits, including showing more of a clip, removing parts of a clip, deleting parts where he's not speaking. Basically, it needs video editing capabilities. And the fam has been suggesting the script, right? But there are other ones that we have been listening to and then hearing the fam talk about. So what do you use and what can you recommend to our Matt has? And Matt, you're in the audience. Have you found one? And let us know if you have. So Fulton, you used to use one a while ago.
No, what I was going to refer to is like what I use now is I think CapCut Desktop covers all of this, right? So yeah, it's a video editing, of course, duh. But there's these features where, for example, deleting parts where I'm not speaking. CapCut Desktop has that. I'm saying CapCut Desktop because I'm used to using CapCut Desktop, and I don't really use the mobile version or the web browser version. The desktop version is super legit. So there is some type of like a filler remover. It will remove the uhs and the ums and all those things like that. You can do those type of things. The voice isolation features are just top notch, top notch, top notch. Like talking about like
So,
crisp levels, top notch, right? And
but
it's pretty good.
I'm thinking if I read this correctly, he's looking for an app that he will just upload his video and the app will just generate the videos for him and he just gotta go in there and tweak it a little bit and go. Can you do that in CapCut? Can you just upload the video and then just be like, CapCut, just edit it for me?
No, he's that said the tool must allow me to make edits. Him, like he wants to edit. Did you get that? Right.
I'm
But
reading. So Doc says Opus can do that. CapCut too. Okay.
and then also to if you
So
have
he's
go ahead.
no, and then I'm reading his Matt answering. He's looking towards the script and he's using scenery now.
Yeah, and then scenery is going to get phased out, at least for now. But yeah, you know, Tora is saying CapCut does it, and also too, if you have a horizontal a 16:9 video like this, and then once you export it, CapCut does like an auto generation of a vertical version of it as well. Although you should just do it yourself, but there is a vertical version that CapCut does generate. Yeah. And Paul says that Mary Lou is doing a CapCut class tomorrow on her channel.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep. And there you go. Tora saying CapCut does. I use it daily. CapCut AI shorts clips are pretty on point as well. Yep. CapCut is really good. CapCut is really good.
To I have to try it because I did hear that CapCut was gonna go away, so I stopped using it a little bit, just making just to see if it's true.
CapCut go away as much as daylight savings is gonna go away. that's what it is right now.
I'm just saying.
Been hearing both of those things for a while.
Awesome. All right. Awesome. Okay. Here we go.
Wow. Hold on a second.
Ooh.
Wow.
Portugal.
Keisha, what's going on? We haven't seen
En
you in, it feels
Portugal.
like I haven't seen you in like years. I haven't seen you in years. Oh my gosh.
I mean, Keisha's in Portugal, but it means the Final Cut Pro is perfect for edits.
There you go.
That's what I use.
Yes.
That's what I use. Sometimes I just want it to be quicker, but yeah, that's when CapCut comes in sometimes to do little.
And Doc says CapCut is too big to go away. Politicians are tripping. Yes.
Yeah. So speaking of celebrations here, we have a collaboration that happened from Creator Camp, I do believe. And Fuljens, let's pull it up, please.
Keisha collaborated with Matt Berry, the two Matts, and Tim Dowd.
Right, the Matts.
Keisha says, the vibe was incredible. Thank you, Matt Berry, Matt Haas, and Tim Dowd for hanging out with me. We'll be taking tech tidbits. I literally just made up the name. Live on YouTube next week. We'll be sharing our gear, how we use it, Ecamm Live tidbits, brainstorming ideas, and getting to know each other. That's how we roll. And also, Keisha in this post had an open invitation for others to join.
Yeah, and I love how Keisha, because we talked about last in an episode that what have you done since Creator Camp? What actions have you taken? And here we go, Keisha. Just she's starting to right off the bat, just I want to practice Zoom, and she said that, and she's doing it, and she's asking the fam to join because practice makes more practice. And here it is, and we will see. I'm looking forward to see where this goes because we have CCTV, right? And they met at Creator Camp, and look at what they accomplished, and who knows what is gonna happen with this group. And it is a pretty amazing group. I love all of them. I met Matt, and he was pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
So good for you all.
Yeah, it was great meeting Matt in real life.
The two mats, yeah, the two mats were there. So the mat was like Matt looks exactly the same way. Matt has. I saw him and it was like I seen him every day, and I was like,
Right,
"Wait, what's the
exactly. Exactly. It's like, oh, that's Matt Haas.
Matt?" Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Paul. So here she is doing her thing, and congratulations. So one thing that we forgot to mention was that Katie and Doc also did a comparison on the Asbot, and the link is going to be in the comments if you want to find more information about it, and check out the questions that they were asked, and questions that in the comments as well. And if you have any questions after watching the video, obviously just ask questions there. They're really good getting back to you when you ask questions in the comment section. Yes, I did
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. And
Okay.
and quick plug. Shout out to this Doc Pop, by the way. Thank you so
Oh,
much, Doc.
hey.
This is awesome.
Let's see if I have something.
This is yeah. And I noticed a difference in the Doc Pop quality at Creative Camp when we were in the Ecamm studio, and the two SM7, the two Shure mics that are on the desk, and I was like, it's like my Reporter Store mic cover doesn't feel this like this. It's like all plush and feels all velvety. It's a totally different quality from the Reporter Store version. Totally different quality. So thank you. This is great. And it's also available in other colors. We also have it in orange as well.
Yeah, that it feels really nice,
Yeah.
and it looks good too. So it is like it feels and it also looks good. Makes you look extremely professional.
Oh, you should try that.
Yeah?
So
What
the
happened?
the pink one that came in for the pod mic should fit on the Lewitt.
Ooh.
Yes, Doc, it's velvet. it's velvet. 100x better quality. Yes. Premium velvet Doc Pop.
Is
Okay.
oh, wait, Fuljens, is the pink one down here
Yes, it's in the
so that I can?
office.
It's easily I can find it easily if I go get it now.
Yeah, like in the the basket where the Elgato arm is and the pod mic is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go to your scene to yourself, and actually you can go ahead and do the next trivia and read what we need to read for the clue while I go get the pop.
Definitely. So let's head on to the next trivia for your chance to win the Ecamm hoodie of your choice. What year did New Zealand's Parliament conduct a trial of daylight savings time following George's proposal? Not to be confused with George Canellis. We're talking about the George who shall not be named. Oh, man. And the correct answer is 1927. 1927. And I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing in the background because oh my gosh. George Canellis. That is too funny. That is too funny. Here we go.
He's back. It's a little bit too in my face. Let's see.
That's looking really good. That looks good.
Oh no, it doesn't go down.
Yeah, no, that one is the It's not gonna go any lower than that.
All right. Well, here it is. So I just have to be a little bit higher. Maybe I'm like, maybe this fixed my mic issues because
Yo, it did.
my mouth. Oh my gosh, it did not.
No, you're in sync right
No,
now.
it did not. Listen, it did
No,
not.
but
I
I'm
hear
not
it in
joking.
my.
I'm not joking. I mean, like on your end, I'm pretty sure it's still distorted. But you over here, you are in sync. Shout out to the Doc
Pops not
Pops.
only look good, but they,
Shout out to the Doc
but they
Pops.
fixed
Look fresh,
distortion.
sound fresh in real time. Doc Pops.
I don't know. My doc then started making Broadcaster Pros or something because yes, my ears are listening to things.
The magic of the pop.
Awesome.
That is awesome. So George,
I know
congratulations.
I have to be a little bit taller.
It's all good. George, congratulations. So you get the Ecamm hoodie of your choice. Let's come back over here. And let's see what we got. It was, do you have any of these hoodies, George? It was the Imagine, Create, Repeat. And then you got the You Are On Mute. And if you have a particular one, just get a different color.
Carla, hello.
Hello. Good to see you here. Carla was rocking the dope glasses at
Where's
Creative Camp.
Al?
I was loving the Carla's frames at Creative Camp.
Carla always has really nice frames.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Really nice
George's hoodie
frames.
list, perfect.
So, so fam, here's a question. So it's almost the end. I want to say it's almost the end of the year because once you hit November, it's already just like time to recoup and time to regroup and start thinking about how you want your 2025 to go. Even though for me, I did that in the summer, but now I just go over and review it. But then I was thinking at the beginning of the year, I did a video where I covered the trends that maybe we can expect in 2024. And they did happen. And this was based on obviously a lot of other creators speaking about it and my own experience with my clients. And so I kept thinking, what about you all, right? So here's a question that I have for you. What were the biggest trends for you that in your end you saw, and are they still there or did they fade out, right? So while you answer that question, for me, what I saw was short form videos were now a little bit longer, and they have actually stayed that way. My clients before, they would say, okay, no, I just want to keep it 30 seconds. I want to keep it 15. Now they go, all right, you can make it a minute or you can make it a minute and a half. So they're also going into that trend. And obviously, if the content is entertaining and informative enough, people will stay watching the videos, and especially when they are reels. So Fuljens, let's start with you. What were the biggest trends for you regarding to content creation or and what related to what you do?
Just overall, that video is, taking its place at the top of the food chain, right? All types of video marketing, including live video. So, that really stood out. And you do make a good point in terms of video, the short form, it's been getting a little bit longer, especially when it comes to vertical videos. But that I don't know, I guess it just proves to the point that video is continuing to dominate. And next year it's going to dominate even more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so also another thing that I saw was at the beginning of the year, people used to use a lot of, I want to call it stickers on their reels or on their videos. Like a lot of the screen used to be saturated a little bit too much with extra things. And then now towards the end of the year, I see it less. So it's more so of the captions, and the captions are embellished a little bit, but not so much as in the beginning of the year. So I want to know what you saw the trend at the beginning of the year as it relates to what you do and how it is now, and then maybe what you think the 2025 trends are going to be. Yeah. So any answers from the fam?
Uh, Cucumber salads seem to be a real thing this year, and LinkedIn Reels. Yeah, again, that just goes to
Okay.
speaking of video, right? LinkedIn Reels took off. LinkedIn is really pushing video.
And they
Yep,
did mention that at the beginning of the year that that was going to happen.
yep.
And now that I have seen or have watched the cucumber video, Saeed, but I do eat cucumber salad almost every day.
Exactly. And I don't know if this is related, but Doc is saying campaign fundraising text messages. Hopefully they go away tomorrow. Amen. Amen. Amen.
So that was a trend.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think
it
if
was a little intense this year. More intense than
I'm
before.
trying to see the campaign fundraising. I will see some when I will mention a nonprofit, and then it will say, "Hey, do you wanna do a fundraiser?" Is that what you're referring to, Doc?
No, like hey, it's so and so vote for me for your next leader. Those text messages
As your next leader for what?
to run the country,
What? Okay, my
right?
ears are
And then
not hearing something right now.
so the campaign text messages are like for the presidential election. So you're getting all these messages. You probably don't get the spam, but they're coming in as spam. Like these, we're opted in on our phones, and we're getting these messages. Hey, vote for me. This, for the election. Vote for me. I got some really intense ones the past few weeks. So one party was saying, "Hey, this is so and so, vote for me." Like, listen, whether I vote for you for now, I'm not responding to this text message. Leave me alone. And then I got another one. I got three of them, right? I'm not responding. Leave me alone. I got a fourth one that said in caps, "We have asked you 4 times to support." Are you really? All right. Stop to end. They got
I
they
you
got
know
really they got really aggressive. Like, we asked you 4 times to support so and so by going here, go clicking on this link here and supporting so and so, and they continue, and then they'll come like and say, "Oh, we need you out here to volunteer." Da, 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 da. I'm like, I ain't doing any of that stuff. Even if you stop to end or you opt out, they find other ways to get to you. But I thought that was a little
very
extreme this year.
interesting.
A little extreme.
I
Yeah,
have. I think I
yeah,
mean I haven't I didn't receive any of
yeah.
those. Wow, really? Okay, let's
They got
continue
they
because
got
I
they
think
got
I see
aggressive.
some
Yeah.
aggressive.
Mm-hmm. We have some comments. Daniel G, hello. Vote for Pedro. Yeah,
Daniel.
let's all vote for Pedro. That's it. That's it. Yes, Matt Haas is a living testament. Make YouTube shorts and your channel will grow. Still true.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is very true.
Mm-hmm. Yes, text
And it's
messages.
only going to continue to get better because this year was more of like a trial thing almost.
Yeah.
And then now people has gotten the hang of it, and those who have stuck with it will see even better gains than this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Text messages to contribute to the campaign. Carla got it too. Yes, I got that too. I was like, what? Exactly. Like, how dare you? And Paul says he got one that says, "We have asked you 8 times." I'm like, yo, who's
Oh my
creating?
God.
Yo, they creating some aggressive automations. I'm like, seriously, like, if they don't respond on the 8th text message, send this message now. Like, what? Um,
No, I haven't gotten like the only thing that I got was an actual person asking me to sign up for an actual thing, like a
Yo,
local thing. And I said I might, and he will call me every single day.
yeah,
And I'm like, brother. So I
damn,
had to block him, unfortunately.
yeah. And I
I
would
didn't want
take
to
the
block him because he
Nigerian
was local.
prince. I would take the Nigerian prince over any of these automations. Over any of these automations, I'll take the Nigerian prince. Most of them are not actual campaigns. They are they are scammers. Um, and then Matt got 11 times. Sheesh.
Wow.
Both for AG. David blocks them. Yeah, but sometimes you gotta have a little bit of fun and see where the automation goes and see what
I do
happens.
not like seeing texts.
Billy, hello, hello.
Hey,
Uh,
Billy, what's going on?
we don't get this kind of drama in Canada, says Daniel. Damn. And now we got a presidential bid for Billy to be president as well. So.
Billy already has his stickers too, so it would
Right,
be
exactly. Dang, I had one over here. I had it here somewhere. Yeah, that
So
sticker is
Micah,
perfect.
listen, Micah, to answer your question, I'm not sure yet if we're going to be doing Vlogmas. So stay tuned for that. But that is a great way to join live streams. Right, during Vlogmas, there's a lot of people, and you don't even have to wait to be in Vlogmas. You could just go like Keisha was doing with the mats and collaborate. And if you want to test and you want to practice any of your skills, interview mode, Zoom, whatever it is, go into the Ecamm Live community and ask some of the members if they want to practice with you. And that's how you start, and then you will start getting into live streams.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, vote Haas. No DST, and every Tuesday will be Taco Tuesday. House 2024. Billy is stepping down from his campaign already. Oh
He's
my
like, I'm out.
gosh. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
out. So thank you for answering those questions, fam. So I have another one, of course, because you answered the first one. So the second one, before we go to the trivia to close out, here's a question. What lessons did you learn this year? And this is the reason why I'm asking this question now. So the lessons that you learned this year, you have time to apply them before the year ends, to practice that, to make sure that that lesson that is learned, you practice it so that you don't have to repeat it. Because sometimes we learn a lesson and it hurts and stings, and we're like, that's not going to happen again. But if you don't practice the right way that you learned, it's going to happen again. So my question, what did this year teach you that you have put it into practice? I'm going to start with you, Fuljens Henry, until the fam answers the votes that they're doing in the chat.
I guess it's like something that you can apply every single year is instead of overthinking, because a lot of us overthink. I overthink as well. And, if you want to just put something out there or start a new project or things of that nature and you overthink it, it's never going to get done. And I found it best to just jump in there 2 feet and just go at it. And then you just learn along the way and you fix and correct along the way too. Because once it's received to the community that you're trying to reach, then they start asking questions. And those questions get you thinking about, oh shoot, I didn't have this system in place. Oh shoot, let me anticipate, them asking me this because I don't have this in place. So let me set this up. I don't know how to set it up. Let me learn how to, right? But you're not going to get through those processes unless you just jump in there and do it and get it started. That's the only way you're going to learn. Just jump in there and get it done.
Yep. I'm trying to see what is it the doc is saying. Doing nothing is doing something. Yeah, doing something, but doing like being in motion is like no matter what it is, like you need to be in motion so that things happen for you. And not just, and by motion I mean physical motion, because you can think about something and you can think about doing something, but if you don't actually put the action to it, it's not going to happen. You can wish all you want, but it's not going to. I mean, sometimes it might land on your feet, but that's just not what typically happens. And if it lands on your feet, because you have already done your work, I would say. But let's see what the fam has to say. If the
Well,
fam
what about
wrote
you?
something.
Um,
What I have learned is that I need to just take breaks. I need to take breaks, and before I need the breaks, and that's basically what I have been practicing. And self-care has been really big for me for like the past 3 months, and I have found something that I'm going to just keep with it because it just feels really good. It's I picked up weight lifting, and that is such an incredible feeling. Is I never experienced that level of commitment when it came to a. I don't know how to explain it yet. When I figure it out, I will explain it here. But all I'm saying is that the past 3 months, weightlifting has taken me through really, really tough times. And I I don't think I mean I could have done it, but it's easier to do it because of how much effort I have to put to finish those reps. And it's like I don't know how to describe it, fam, but I will. Once I figure it out, I will let you know. But that's something that I have the past 3 months. I needed something to help me out with a whole bunch of stuff that I needed to do, and weightlifting was the answer. And I love it. I really enjoy it, and not only because of the physical benefits that it's bringing, but the mental benefits is just, yeah. So that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Then for now, until I figure out what it is.
but yeah, she doesn't want to come to the gym with me in the morning because she works at home, works out at home.
Yep.
But
And I will continue to work out home. I'll build my gym here at home, but I'm not going with you because you know why. It's just too much. It's too much.
can I get like
Yes.
one day,
Okay.
one day? um, let me see. Where
I'm gonna
where
hold my
where
breath.
are we?
I don't
So
know. Look through see if the fam.
I always said no comment is a comment, says Mark. Daniel says I think I thought I was an overthinker, but I might be wrong.
What does that even mean, Daniel?
Yes, can I learn
Exactly.
without making
Oh
mistakes?
my gosh, Paul. Yes, I really, really enjoy making mistakes.
Oh, I think some of these are tied to tomorrow. So if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. That's true. That's true. Anyone doing a
That
live
is a
stream
choice.
during the results tomorrow? Um, well,
Oh my gosh.
I think it's not going to be in English, but our friend Johnny has been covering a lot of what's going on and delivering that content to the Haitian community on his YouTube channel. And shout out to Johnny. So I know Johnny will probably be having some coverage. No, Johnny will be having
All
some coverage.
right.
Yes. Somebody
All right, Johnny.
Billy, yeah, watch out. She may deadlift me out the window. um I read a post from Kat some time ago about planning a sabbatical every 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I would. I'll figure things out, but
Yeah, shout
Definitely.
out to Johnny. Tora says, my daughter challenged herself and entered Strong Woman this past weekend. 330 pounds was her. Wow.
Oh my
Let's
gosh. Oh,
go.
Jesus. Good for
Let's go.
her. Woof.
Let's
That is a
go.
lot of work. Holy cow.
Let's go.
Good for her.
Dope.
Yeah.
Oh,
So 2025 should be all about.
yeah. DSD, do something daring.
Yeah, let's go.
And
It's if you don't, I'm telling you,
a
if you
reflection from Doc.
don't do it, you're not gonna know. You're not really not gonna know what you can do, because if you just do the same thing that you do over and over again, oh my gosh, that's safe and super boring. In
I
my
realized
opinion.
the Chinese
Oh my
restaurant in
gosh, Doc.
Asbury is way better than most places there. And listen, we have stories. We have stories. We will never forget. Never forget. Brandy says, never let a problem to be solved become more important than a person to be loved. And
Yeah, because then
we had a question from Teach Online. Don't know. Welcome. Don't know if this is the right place, but here it goes. I have hours of Ecamm generated YouTube content. What are the recommendations about restreaming from the archive? Huh. Restreaming it from YouTube? Oops.
hi.
Hi. Not sure. But that just reminds me, I'm pretty sure like quite a few people have done that before, but if you keep all of your Ecamm recordings, if it's relevant enough, you could just pop it into Ecamm and stream it out as a replay. So I always thought that was pretty cool. And you could still kind of like be in the comments and all that stuff while your replay is going. But I'm not too sure. Is it from like the YouTube end? That I don't know. But I think Doc is also saying restream.com. So hopefully you are squared away.
All right, so we have one last trivia, Fulgens.
Yes, we do. Let's see.
I will skydive.
Which of the following U.S. states does not observe daylight saving time, and why should we all move there?
Oh my gosh.
And the correct answer is Arizona. The lovely Arizona. Once we heard that it doesn't deserve
beautiful Arizona.
observe daylight savings, we loved Arizona even more. And
Arizona.
the winner is
The next winner.
Matt Haas. You got it right.
Oh,
Arizona.
hey.
Arizona.
Well, my house has a sweater, a hoodie from last Monday, right?
Well, if you do, you have your choice of another one. So whichever you got last Monday, get the other one.
Another color. Yeah, the other color. Now you'll be all set. And you know how to claim it. Marketing at ecamm.com. And Carla says, oh my gosh, look at me saying Carla. Carla says, my lesson learned was stay consistent and each day will look different. It is true.
Very nice.
That is very true. Stay consistent.
Very nice.
Stay consistent. And every day will look different like each day, and it will look different. It will. Like you just have to adjust, but the day will look different.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. The smart state
Wish me luck with my hearing
Dan.
problems.
Did
I
it
do
did it
not want them to
improve?
stay consistent.
Did it improve during the stream, or is it
It
still?
did not. Nope. Nope. Yep.
Yeah, at least
getting
the
caught
mic
off,
delay.
but I have.
No, I'm just saying at least once you put the dock pop on, your audio synced up instantly. I don't know. I really don't know how that happened.
Sync pops.
There's sync pops.
Sync pop. Yeah. So, all right. So, are there any last minute questions that we should look and or answer or comments? Because my brain has worked hard tonight, fam. It has worked hard tonight to put those. Whatever Fuljens was saying, my brain had to pick it up because his words keep getting cut off. Every other word keeps getting cut off. So I don't know what's happening, and then my screen is freezing. So I'm not sure what's happening. So my brain is doing good today. It must be the weight training, because otherwise.
Let me see here. We have a few. The most anti-outsider places are the states with Spanish names. Agreed. Can never have too many hoodies. And it's on my end, Paul. I'm the one streaming on this end, so Anna's coming in. But I don't know. It's cleared up. It's cleared up now. And Carla liked how you said
It was
her
happening
name.
when we were recording as well.
Yes, during the news flash recording. Daylight saving time keeps waking Billy up at 4 a.m. Is that good or bad? That's technically could be a good thing. Doc Pops fix all tech problems, buy one today. And this is coming from Daniel Chi, who breaks things. Okay? Look, perfect segue. Daniel cannot even break Doc Pops. There you go. Listen. There you go. And then vote for David Hunt, because daylight saving times will now become do something terrific. Perfect. Perfect. David Hunt 2025.
Yes, Doc. I know. I know that. That is annoying as heck. I know. And I'm experiencing it now double. With his headphones things.
Oh my God.
So you know that question, Paul, that you just asked, I wonder if it's something to do with me calling you, and maybe we should try it on Zoom, because I was on a Zoom call today with a client, and my mic was fine. And so I could hear her well. She could hear me well. We had no issues. So I wonder if it's something that has to do with the, I don't know, interview mode or something. Let's check out Zoom and see if that, how it behaves. Because this is, yeah, I don't think I could handle another stream like this for an hour. I'm saying.
Oh, Paul's having the same issue when somebody joins with Ecamm for Zoom. Their sound will cut out occasionally. Yeah, but we're gonna definitely troubleshoot all that good stuff. But right now, it's on your end. Everything's sounding distorted. But right now, on this end, on the live streaming end, your audio is synced and everything like that. So I really don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, wow. That completely switched to Ecamm for Zoom. Let's go. You know what? Let's do this. I will post in the community tomorrow and see who wants to join me on Ecamm for Zoom. And I will join your stream. So to see how my audio and behaves. Because that's what's happening. It's actually in the video too, both visual and audio. But we made it. I saw a cue.
Billy, what is the trick to adding people on YouTube? So I think it goes by the YouTube channel or whatever their at is. So for example, let's say your youtube.com/at Billy Thorpe. So you would just add Billy Thorpe in the, and this is like if you're adding them into the description, right? The video description. Yep. So Doc says, yeah, at Deal Billy, for example. If that's what you're referring to, right, Billy? Like if you're doing a video description and you want to add them in there, I think that's how you do it. It goes by their channel at. Their channel at. Or are you referring to the live chat? Because the live chat is per the name here. So in the chat, because I know on the mobile it doesn't pop up, but if you add them, but you have to manually type it out, it should work as well. Yeah, it doesn't work too nifty on the phone. But it works, but it doesn't work. Like it works as in like second auto populated, but if you actually spell it out manually, type it out manually, it will work. Miss Hill?
Aw, Tora, you're so welcome. We're here for you. For you and for everyone. Continue to grow. And this is said like this year, and it's almost the end of the year, and Dak and Paul can actually, I'm not even gonna ask this question because this is almost the end. It's the end of the show, but we will be updating on what will happen.
Okay,
In
perfect.
December.
So there it is. So Billy is on mobile. Yep, it doesn't auto populate. You have to manually type it out. Manually type it out, and it should work. I don't know why they just don't have it working the same way as the desktop. Makes no sense.
It's annoying. That's why when I am watching a stream on mobile, I'm just listening to the stream. Because especially when someone has a long name and I have to type that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it sucks.
I'm not commenting.
Like for example, let's say we want to add Daniel Chi Mobile, you have to actually type Daniel space Chi hyphen, all that stuff, or Mr. Moderator Paul Duncan, like those type of ones. Like you have to type all that out.
Yeah.
It works, but I don't know why. Like why? Why can't we just get hello Kevin? Why can't we just get an update where it can just auto populate?
It's coming. I mean, they just gave us the QR code.
Yeah, how we get QR code before auto populating a name?
Yeah, yeah. It's so I will say it's coming.
Paul's gonna change his name to Hey You. Oh man, ridiculous.
Fam, thank you so much for being here with us and keeping us company. We enjoy your company, and we will be here next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. But until then, you have tons of shows to go watch and learn. We have Marshall coming for the last season of the year, and he's going to be designing Liz's assets. So watch it live. Also, Fuljens.
Yes, and that is this Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, shout out to Liz Wilcox, the winner of the first ever Ecamm Content Launchpad. And as Anna mentioned, they're gonna kick off the show, kick off the designs for the email sound booth. That's going to be Liz's new project. And we also have episode 2 of our studio series with India Delgado. That's dropping this Wednesday. Last week was an awesome video on green screen. Check that out. And what's happening this Friday in addition to the regular Ecamm Live demo, Miss Hill?
Yeah, in addition to the regular Ecamm Live demo, Ecamm en Español at 3:45 with Luis. So if you have any Spanish-speaking friends who would like to learn more about Ecamm and how amazing it is, send them over at 3:45 Eastern on the Ecamm Live YouTube channel on Friday. So you have tons of great things, tons of great shows to watch before Monday.
We don't have it in Greenwich Mean Time. Saeed, sorry. Just Eastern. Just Eastern right now. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, time
We're
for
working on
coffee.
it. We're working on it.
Listen, Doc, the coffee that was the best selection. The coffee, fam. Doc sent us some coffee. And I opened that box and I got hit with incredible notes of all smells of coffee. It was just a beautiful smell. I just sniffed all of them like really for a long time. And then I tried it the next day. And so I've tried two of them and they are so delicious and they are very high in caffeine. So I have been a little extra hyper, but that is so good. Thank you so much, Doc. That is amazing coffee.
Thank you again, Doc. And I just love the branding also, just the different boroughs on there, the New York boroughs. That's dope. That was really dope.
Yeah, I just like the smell. It's just so amazing. It's just like the smell will be with me. I just go by and I just smell it. I love the smell of coffee. Yeah, Fulgence is he drinks coffee here and there, but he's not as much of a coffee drinker as I am. But he drinks it
I be
a little
on and
bit.
off. I be on and off. Like I haven't been drinking coffee as much lately, but when I do, I love me the good stuff.
Listen, Daniel, if you say I want, if you're talking about that coffee is what's up. Like that coffee is really good.
Yeah.
So talk to Doc about it. And I went to the website and everything to just to make sure that I can get it. I'm like, I don't know if he got it in Hawaii, and then I have to wait when I have to replace it, but it seems like it is pretty easy to do.
Yeah. Partners Coffee. Roasted in Brooklyn, New York.
Look aside. Amazing, fam.
Daniel.
Thank you so much. Unless we have to address.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
The
For
best
real.
part of waking
Yep.
up.
Somebody sent me a text today. They were like, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it? And I was like, it's okay. It's okay. It happens. You don't have to feel bad about it. It happens.
No.
I couldn't pronounce Fulgens's name for the first, I want to say, 3 streams. I couldn't pronounce it. I would just say Henry because I just didn't want to chop it up. I don't want to.
Yeah. But why should anybody feel bad about not being able to pronounce somebody's name or not being able to pronounce anything? If you can't pronounce it, you just ask or find out how to pronounce it.
Yeah, but I mean, they feel bad. They tried pronouncing it and they couldn't, so they just don't pronounce it because they don't want to offend.
Yeah. I don't take
Yeah.
offense. Like me,
Okay.
yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, there's people, I don't know, people take offense, but myself, just growing up with that name or having that name all my life and being called Folgers Coffee and people singing the best part of waking up and all that stuff, it's like, listen, like it just becomes our regular thing after that, you know? So it's like I rather have somebody not be able to pronounce my name or how do you say it versus singing coffee tunes and stuff like that. It just became after a
No,
point.
and
It's
people
like
start
I would
asking.
I would tell like this was mostly in school. I would tell them my name is Fulgence, and then I'm just expecting either a coffee reference or them to start busting out the Folger song. You know.
No, when I mean when Fulgens like sometimes when he's shorter on patients, he says like Henry. He just says like my name is Henry. But when
Hmm.
he's just like he's like Fulgens, and I'm like okay, I'm just gonna go grab some water until you can explain the whole situation, and I'll be back. Because it's like a whole thing that happens for and they okay. Oh, phonetically, yes. Oh, is this? Yes, is that? And then they
And
get
then
it and then they pronounce it. And I'm like, yeah, they feel good because, it's like, oh, I'm pronouncing their name right.
and then they
But
ask,
yeah, it takes a minute. So,
so where did that name come from?
yeah, that
But
whole thing. So I'm like, I
this
go
is
get
like
water, lunch.
this is like later on in my life, that I'm getting these type of questions about my name. But before, it was never like that. So I take this over what I've been through. I'll take that.
Wait, Mrs. Olson? Who is Mrs. Olson?
Oh man. So there's a shop that Doc goes to. Uh oh, what? What is it? Fulgen. There's a Fulgen coffee shop in Japan. Fulgen. Oh man.
People
That
in
shop is
Starbucks
like
call you
it's
Duck.
like wait. Oh shoot, wait. Is it if it's Jen or oh Fuglen. And then Daniel
What's up,
said
Duke?
that
Duck.
shop is a curse towards Glenn. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. There you go. Mrs. Olson was the Folgers spokeswoman back in the day.
Oh, snap.
Listen, this one takes the prize. You got that one, Kevin. You got that one. You got that one. You got that one.
What name? What is it? Talk about names. What is it?
What's Kevin's
I'm
last
lost.
name?
I won't pronounce it.
Oh shoot.
I will sure mess up
That
that
is
name.
funny.
I call you Kevin.
Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. That is a good. Use your imagination. That's Paul. Oh man, end up in tears. I'm in tears.
We haven't said. I mean, we're Latinos, right? Like or Caribbean people. We've been saying goodbye for the last 30 minutes, but we really do. Yes,
Wait.
Fulgens.
No, but let me tell you,
Okay.
this was either night one or night two of Creative Camp. I don't know. Creative Camp was just like one long night or the one long day to me now. But I went outside the hotel to get something in the car, and then Luis pulls up with Aiden in the minivan. He pulls up, and we start talking a little bit, and then we say goodbye. We said goodbye, and then we end up talking for like at least 40 more minutes right outside in the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe
Oh,
it.
man.
I believe it.
That is funny.
It's like okay, for real, okay, for real. We're done.
Goodbye this time. Goodbye for real this time. For real, goodbye.
The in and after party. That's called the water cooler.
Exactly.
Everybody said now we're behind. Okay, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you around, or we will see you next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.